Hi, I'm Gargi Rawat from NDTV, and I'm going to talk about the tunnel collapse that has taken place in Uttarakhand. So, if I tell you the latest, this collapse took place on Sunday, and today they are getting a pipe there. They've got it from Haridwar, and this pipe is around 3 feet in circumference, and it's going to be used to drill through the concrete to reach the workers. Now, there are 40 workers who are trapped in this tunnel as debris has collapsed on the one side, and it's blocking their exit from the tunnel. They're being provided with there's air. There is a little room for them to move around, and the efforts are on now to remove that debris. So the latest today is that they are going to be drilling through that concrete slabs that have fallen down. They're using a special machine, a drilling machine called the auger drilling machine to drill through this 3 feet diameter. They're going to be pushing these pipes in and then hopefully be able to extract the workers through this small hole that they're going to be drilling through the concrete there, through those slabs there. But this has once again raised concerns regarding the Char Dham project, which is a project to broaden all the roads in Uttarakhand, in this Garhwal area that connect to the Char Dhams. If we tell you a bit about this particular tunnel first, it is a tunnel that connects Silkyara to Dandalgaon on the Brahmakhal-Yamunotri National Highway. It's a 4.5 kilometer long tunnel that will cut down the distance to travel by around 26 kilometers. And this is where the accident has taken place, where these workers are currently trapped. Now, initial reports suggest that it was a landslide that triggered the collapse, but a committee has now been appointed to look into the reasons that led up to this accident taking place, to these workers' lives being periled in this manner. Though right now, authorities are fairly confident that they'll be able to pull out all the workers. Now, if we talk about the entire Char Dham project, this is a project to widen the roads, make it at least 10 meters of width, with the two lanes on moving on either side, and it's going to cover an 825 kilometer long express national highway in this area, connecting the Char Dhams, which are the holy spots and very popular pilgrimage sites in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is known as the Dev Bhumi. And this project includes several long bridges and tunnels to eliminate accidents and slide prone areas. The Indian Railways and National Highway Authority of India have both are both involved in this project and are to ensure a rail and road highway routes that are integrated on this entire circuit. But this has been a very controversial. There have been environmentalists who've spoken out against the Char Dham project and this road widening that is taking place, saying that this is a very fragile, ecologically fragile area, and this is only going to lead to more accidents, more landslides. It's going to disturb these mountains. These are fragile mountain ranges, the Himalayas, and it's going to lead to more such landslides and accidents taking place. Now, we did see recently during the monsoon, there were massive landslides in this entire area. You've had roads washed away, you've had highways washed away. Environmentalists had even taken their concerns about the road widening to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court at the time had set up a committee. It was called a high-powered committee that was going to look at all the cumulative and independent impact of the Char Dham project on the Himalayas. The Char Dham project is something that's being pushed by the central government, and there had been environmentalists were arguing that there was no proper environment impact assessment done in its totality as to what the impact of this project would be. And now the panel finally submitted, this high-powered committee submitted its report in 2020, and there were two findings. And the one part of the committee, some members felt that the roads should not be allowed to be widened, especially in the very sensitive areas, and that it should only be allowed to be limited to 5.5 meters in these precarious regions. And this was accepted by the Supreme Court, but the central government then went back, and then they took the argument of national security, because they said that we need these roads to reach our border area so that our army and artillery can be moved faster and more smoothly to the border areas with China. And once they brought in that argument of national security, the Supreme Court then accepted this and allowed the road widening to take place. And this had led to a huge outcry among the environmentalists again, because they said that, initially this Char Dham project was a project for tourism, for pilgrims to reach the Char Dhams, and it was never talked about. This army aspect had never been brought in. But of course, once you bring that was brought in, and the talk was around national security, the environmentalists argued that now you have forgotten about the security of the people living there, as these projects are going to cause more harm to the areas, and about water security, environmental concerns, that they've all gone out of the window. So many are very upset with this, and even now questions have been raised about the Char Dham project, and this recent accident has once again sparked all those concerns, given that this tunneling is taking place, that 40 laborers are now trapped in that tunnel because of a possible landslide. Because what environmentalists have said is that this constant drilling action, constant machine action, it creates these vibrations, and these are young mountains and unstable, and that leads to these sort of accidents and landslides taking place. So once again, all these concerns have come up. Now the focus, of course, is on the rescue of these 40 laborers who are trapped, and the authorities say that they are confident that they're going to be able to pull them out. So we'll continue to track this story right here on NDTV.